A lot of managers get stuck in this uncomfortable place where they're trying to be supportive, approachable, and fair, but somehow feel like their team isn't taking them seriously, and they can't figure out why. In this video, I want to talk about why clarity matters more than being liked, and how trying too hard to be likable is actually hurting your credibility as a manager. This is something I've seen over and over, especially with managers who put their people first and genuinely care about their team. The intention is good, it's just that the impact isn't always what they expect. Most managers don't set out trying to be liked. They're trying to be respectful and human and reasonable. And here's what that looks like. They explain themselves on everything, or they try to give someone the benefit of the doubt, or they try to soften expectations. But over time, something starts to feel off. And here's what ends up happening. Decisions start to take longer, or boundaries become fuzzy. Feedback feels inconsistent, and the team starts trying to test what really matters. Not because they're bad people, but because clarity is missing. Now, here's the shift that makes a difference. Your job as a manager isn't to be liked, it's to be clear. Clarity reduces anxiety, creates fairness, and builds trust over time. And being likable is subjective, whereas being clear is consistent. And how I want you to think about this is people don't need to agree with your decision every single time. They just need to understand it and see that you're consistent with your decision always. A lot of managers worry that being clear means being harsh, but that's not true. Clear expectations does not mean you're cold. Having boundaries does not mean you lack care. And giving direct feedback does not mean you're being disrespectful. What I want you to remember is inconsistent kindness is more damaging than consistent clarity. And this will translate with your team better than being liked ever will. So here's what clarity actually looks like, and it all starts with how you say things. So start saying things like, here's what I expect, or this is the standard that we're holding, or I want to support you, and this still needs to change. Now, I want you to notice how none of that was rude. It's just direct. And if this feels uncomfortable, that's totally normal, especially if you were promoted from within, or especially if relationships really matter to you. But leadership requires a little bit of discomfort now so you don't create bigger issues in the future. And trust me, clarity builds credibility for you as a leader. When clarity is missing, something else usually starts to show up. Undermining, side conversations, testing your authority, and we'll talk about those things in another video. So here's the takeaway. Being liked feels good in the moment, but clarity builds respect over time. And respect is what actually makes leadership sustainable. If you're navigating this balance right now, you're not alone. And this is really what makes the shift into real leadership. See you in the next one.